Applejack, please.
Well, I'm just waiting for Applejack.
Take a hint, Rarity. She's not the first pony to be late meeting you at the spa. Maybe it has more to do with you than them.
How much longer are you planning to stay in here, darling?
Good thing this scene is translated for us, or else we'd only hear...
Darling. 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 Darling.
Applejack walks in, sits down, and is immediately told they're closing for the day. Why didn't they tell her in the lobby? Sorry, AJ, no refunds. Glim, glam, glimmer.
What are you gonna get? Applejack, actually.
The farm must be getting desperate for Applejack to be for sale. Actually, that joke doesn't work if the pies are free, but if they are, and they do appear to be, that just raises questions about why Applejack would be wasting time baking pies when there are so many pressing farm chores to do. You know, the catalyst of this whole episode's conflict?
Go on ahead and I'll meet you there.
Please, Applejack, let's not kid ourselves.
Rarity knows Applejack doesn't exactly have a reputation for reliability or honesty.
Can't you get some pony else in your family to take over for a bit?
Geez, Twilight, too soon.
But I'm sure Spike and I could handle things for a little while.
That's the whole problem, Twilight. You could handle things a little too efficiently. A unicorn could put the farm out of business. Who knows what destruction an alicorn could do to the Earth Pony ways?
I suppose if you two got started on feeding the pigs...
Applejack accidentally leaks the existence of her illegal pig farm to a princess. Unless those are for milking too, but that seems doubtful.
Whoa.
She did just say it would take an hour. That should have been a clue something's not quite right. Twilight spends an excessive amount of time standing in shock over the list. Yep, she's still back there.
Okay, Spike, ready with that list?
This scene immediately follows her long period of shock, but Twilight acts like some time has passed. Also, this is the shortest distance ever traveled during a wipe transition.
And we're not quite ready to start your indulgent hoofy cure just yet.
Rainbow Dash got over her fear of ponies touching her hooves. Or maybe she just forgot. Or maybe she was replaced with a changeling. See, there are many possibilities other than retcon.
The solution is obvious. We'll simply have to start our short time at the spa with something else.
I came here to have a steam, and that's just what I'm gonna get.
This episode wouldn't exist if Applejack was less of a Karen. She throws a rude tantrum when she doesn't get her way, confronts management, and goes behind the proverbial counter to fix things herself. Applejack being stubborn and rude is a driving conflict of the episode, but it in itself is never addressed nor resolved. It's as if her behavior is perfectly okay. Rainbow Dash, your disguise is not convincing.
It has been taking longer for the steam to reach that Ponyville Day Spa quality.
Ponyville Day Spa quality standards include exposed steam pipes, which is both ugly and very dangerous.
I'm gonna need my tools.
Applejack must have gone home to pick up her tool pouch, but she didn't think to check on Twilight then. Also, the tool pouch isn't very effective when the tools spill out after she returns to all fours. Wait, never mind, it's equipped with a highly advanced gyroscopic stabilizer to increase market share of both 2- and 4-legged creatures. Applejack cross-threads these bolts, then poorly wraps some tape around the whole thing, with most of it not even covering the leak.
We spent so much time fixing the steam room, we don't have any time left to use it.
Rarity breaks the news that they're out of time, but it's actually Applejack who's in a hurry to get back and finish chores, so this act of self-sabotage was completely unnecessary.
How in Equestria did it never occur to you to check for leaks? I suppose we get used to the way things are, and we don't realize there was a problem.
That's today's lesson, everyone, and we're nearly halfway through the episode. It should have ended now and retained whatever shred of dignity Applejack had left.
We'll just have to do this another day.
Using that excuse over and over is not a very honest look, Applejack. Rearranging a chore schedule is too much work for your friend, huh?
I've been doing farm work my whole life.
Remember these words. Applejack's known for 2 things, and today we learned she's not even good at farm work. Multi-point harnesses are a scam. Ponies tie rope around their waist and they're just fine. Totally safe for a kid to emulate.
We're following Applejack's list to the letter, and Applejack doesn't fly.
Twilight's love of lists and written instruction used to make her appear to be the smart one. Now she's not even smart enough to figure out that Applejack's lack of flying is the contributing cause of the list not mentioning it, and not the other way around. One glance at the list should have convinced Twilight that Applejack's not right in the head. Instead, Twilight obeys the letter of the law while forgetting the spirit of the law is to simply feed the pigs. Pigs, trough, food. Solve that equation, book horse. Plot hinges upon Applejack being a dum-dum.
Applejack doesn't fly.
Or does she? She sure navigates this corn as if she's flying.
I guess it's possible to get stuck in a routine where you're doing all this extra stuff and not realize it, but I can't for the life of me think I have.
Why does this show hate Applejack?
Are you certain everything you just did is entirely necessary to feed the pigs?
Of course. Why would I be doing it if it weren't?
Yes, why would you indeed, Applejack? That's the joke, folks. The joke is that this lovable main character is an utter moron now.
See, this gate here used to squeak so loud the pigs would run to the other side of the pen and never come out.
Fun fact, ponies don't speak English and everything has to be translated from Ponish for our benefit. That's why the word squeak doesn't apply to whatever the gate is doing right now. Applejack reasons with pigs by dancing like a chicken. This scene of the montage exists to show how well-behaved the chickens are in Equestria. You'd expect them to rush the seed, but somehow they know to take turns. This scene of the montage exists to show Applejack that a valve needs to be open for water to flow through it. In other news, Applejack learns that to get a spoon from the drawer must first be opened. Just kidding, she learned that back in season 4.
But if she wants to get a spoon out of the drawer, she needs to open the drawer first.
And finally, this scene of the montage exists to show how much easier things are when you have a wealth of bits to spend on full replacements instead of making frugal repairs, because we can't all be rich without working a day in our life, Rarity. Applejack apparently fixed the valve at the spa, but she acts like she's never used a valve in her life while back on the farm. This frame tempts a joke saying Applejack was derpy all along, but that wouldn't work because Derpy is much smarter than AJ in this episode.
Now that your chores are streamlined, what are you gonna do with all the extra time?
I'm going to curl up in the fetal position and think about how much of my life has been wasted and that I was never actually good at the one thing I thought I was. Shoeshine, your disguise is not convincing.
We get used to the way things are, and we don't realize there was a problem.
Except we saw Rarity using the steam room at the beginning of the episode, and she later acts like the line is a new development. That means the leak is also new, which undermines the lesson and proves every pony involved is simply incompetent. Except Spike. Interestingly enough, he was the most rational one of the entire episode.
Frou spa treatments.
Ready with that list?
Ready.
Let's do this.
Step 1. Smell my dirty feet.
Really?